good morning to everyone on Wednesday Hump Day. And today's topic with a morning coffee Marcaida is checklist. Being in the military has taught me some habits and some good ones that I enjoyed and moved on with, and that's making checklists. We have a checklist for everything. This way, it makes sure that everything that you're doing is done or needs to be done is on a checklist. So it's a fail-safe of doing stuff. Sometimes checklists can be as simple as a guideline for the day of what you're going to do, or it could be as detailed in a particular project that everything has to be checked off so you don't have extra parts or extra pieces that you skipped. A checklist is also good so that you do things properly. One of the things that I enjoyed watching people use checklists are especially in Forge and Fire. Let's take that for example, right? In the beginning, during the design time, the smiths that I found that did very well are those that created checklists, because we tend to fall into a target fixation, meaning that if something happens, we're going to spend all our day with that particular thing, and before you know it, you skip the other steps because you're so focused on one thing. But if you know that as you're working on this, you got to take a break. Like you said, you have to breathe, reassess, and assess. And during that time, go back to that list and start, oh, I've only got this much time. I better move on to other things. It also allows you to step back and say, look, I can't fix this problem by working through it. So if I step back, I'm going to have to disregard this and work around it so that other things can be done. So that's all in good. Everybody has their way of doing their checklist. I've got my own ways. Every day I think, okay, I used to recite, okay, this is what I'm going to get done. One of the things I had fun with in the military is even before a particular lesson, they'll tell you, okay, within this hour, you're going to be learning this, and they're expected to understand this, and that. Then comes the lesson. Then at the very end of that lesson, we will go again and say, okay, guys, let's go through what we learned. We were supposed to learn this, and this. Did we do that? So there's a checklist to verify that something was accomplished. Now, one of the things I enjoyed watching on the show was a checklist made by a particular contestant that goes through the process. I have to do this, and this, and make the knife this way. And the very last thing he put there, win. That was very impressive. You know, if everything that we do, it's not just about getting things done. The way I have that done, even on your checklist, is another group of things to do, because most of the time we just make lists so that we get to accomplish everything we need to do for life. But do you also have a subcategory that says do something, have an area in your checklist that says be good and compassionate to someone? Do you have an area in your checklist that says do something for myself and my health for today? Because pretty much we have our spiritual side, our emotional side, our mental side, all these other facets that if you have a checklist only for one, the others are going to fall away and you're not balanced. So within that, always have the things that you got to do, but also about something about yourself, something for your health, something that curves for your heart. Am I having a section there to show gratitude to my maker, gratitude to the people I love? Do you take the time to do that? Because remember, if you get busy with life, busy with everything that you're doing, you're going to forget that other part that's really important in your life. So checklist, love them, have them. Eventually it becomes habit, but even with habit, because we're always multitasking with everything in day in life, make sure that you also go through these things so that you don't forget things. At the same time, don't also forget what's important in life, not just work all the time. Like Marcaida here, Morning Cup of Joe. And make sure to check your list more than once, check it twice or thrice. Have a good day.